We're gonna go live on Facebook and we're gonna start working out the 298th General War Integrated Total Body Training System in. Welcome. We are live on Facebook, recording on our YouTube. This is the 298th General War Integrated Total Body Training System. I'm gonna have to speak a little bit of whispers, not your usual, a little bit of loud, too loud for my sister sometimes. My anonymous sister, sometimes too loud. Welcome to this special 298th General War Integrated Total Body Training System. Yours truly, independent athlete, the people's athlete on this 27th of September post stock market close. Please, if you made $1 million on the stock market today, buy, sell, trade stocks, future options, commodities. Or if you made $1 million profit yesterday, or will make tomorrow $1 million profit, give 10% of that million, which is the equivalent of 100,000, which calling for you to give 10% of every million made profit on the stock market. Give 10%. 10% is 100,000 divided by 4. 100,000 divided by 4 is 25,000 if the food security. Women's sports leagues, LGBTQ youth services, and of course environmental causes for Mother Nature. Yours truly. This is the 298th session of the General War Integrated Total Body Training System Special Double Trouble 2 pounds of water gridiron special. Gridiron, North American football, special Dragan drills. This workout is dedicated to the ongoing relief efforts. Dawe East, which is Dawe about 1,200 kilometers, 1,160 kilometers, and 1,300 kilometers Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island, the Maritimes, and of course the Atlantic, which includes the Maritimes plus Labrador and Newfoundland. So my heart and this dedication to this workout that I'm doing up the warm-up now, this warm-up phase. I'm going to do a little bit of meditation of how many steel toe boots, how many gloves are there now working or have worked since this morning. Clear the roads, clear the highways, clear the railroad tracks from the houses, all those trees that fell on the houses, as I'm calling, of course, on Tim Hortons. Sponsored me a dime, still waiting for my first dollar donation from a public or private individual or citizen, or of course corporation, or of course governments of the collective North American civilization, what I'm calling as yours truly, independent fitness captain, the people's athlete, and athlete, activist, artist. How did I mention to that AAA trinity that yours truly, Dragan Zero, is? Calling on Tim Hortons to, at least for this week, well, for a full week from now, today, starting today, have been given to the relief workers, minimum relief workers, and those involved, the workers in the recovery. Give them a free cup of coffee daily, a bagel, a sandwich, whatever is sweet, a donut, or some Timbits in the recovery efforts that are ongoing. Doing a meditation, how many trees have fallen. Could estimate. We could see it from above with the drones, and we could see, of course, the drones footage and the satellite footage, and of course people on the ground. So imagine that I'm marching these double trouble barrel of water, bringing food or bringing water, clearing the path of the storm, taking the tree logs, people with the saw, cutting the trees. I need to put into removal. Then of course I have brains and muscle to assess the best possible way to go to drop the trees that have fallen in order for them to be naturally, environmentally friendly for decomposting, composting the trees, the tree trunks somewhere where it doesn't affect the other flora or fauna. So take some brains, knowledge a little bit about flora and fauna. I have a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Created my own workout training program, which is now the 298th session, and have initially planned to go to 300. I'm going to be watching, of course, NFL footage from week 3, since it is Tuesday and I haven't watched the games, and I'm calling, of course, on the creation of the binational, of course, Dragan Army, officially international citizen, integrated social security and service force. Be binational, just like the NHL, NBA, but in a public-private partnership. to be for service and security, for service and security, for service and security, and to respond to such emergency situations such as this, since we see that it's all the East Coast, down from Florida all the way to us, here up north, in this collective North American civilization, in this North America that Fiona has dropped a few waves, powerful winds, and have, of course, created damage. Imagining how many poles, those electricity poles, dangerous work, of course. Cut with a barb, the wire, with those big pliers, big cutters, big metal cutters, up and down, cut, up and down. For the brains and the muscle are now being utilized, and brains and muscle have been required and will for building of civilization, and brains and muscle will be continued to be required for the maintenance of civilization and hopefully upgrading civilization as we go to move towards harmony, equilibrium, balance between the development of civilization and nature. Of course, grateful, thankful here that I'm doing this video, recording it and having this light above my head with clean, zero pollution energy. Thank you, past, present, and futures workers at Hydro-Quebec. Credit you a million kisses each. These kisses got some brain and some muscle with those kisses do have. Adrian Hanna Dragan, not perfect, far from it. This meditation is for the workers. How many workers, of course, now are maybe taking a cup of coffee? Because we have a different time zone. I believe it's 1 hour, even 1 hour and a half, because it's about 1,260 miles, 60 kilometers. Kilometers, not miles. Miles is a bit different, but kilometers all the way that way. That way is the east. I'm facing, when I'm marching now, I'm marching towards the east, the Atlantic. When I'm backing like this, is the west in the back of me. In the front of me is the east, the Atlantic. In the back of me is the Pacific, and Dragan Zero's policies, of course. 2 oceans, 1 border. Vice versa, 1 border, 2 oceans, 2 oceans, 1 border, right here from the collective North American civilization from Hawk Island, Montreal, cheering for the relief workers, doing this workout for the relief workers. So consider those push-ups that I'm going to do today, those hawks and those squats, and the double barrels of water, double trouble, and the gridiron drills to be drills as be applied on the ground, as I would be there on the ground with them taking the 3 logs, the trees, loading them in the trucks, the big metal poles, the poles which have fallen on the houses, on the roads, on the railways, and all the work that's being done, maybe even loading some more bags of sand. Some more bags of sand. Again, I'm calling on the Tim Hortons, public and private partnership in such matters, such as I'm calling for the Dragan Army, public-private partnership, and have been calling and am calling for the mass financing of citizens to work out, train, exercise. Working out, training, exercising has been, is, and will continue to be my medicine and therapy of choice. And this is about 10-minute warm-up with these marching steps. Warm up, I do recommend it. Calling for the mass financing of people to work out, train, exercise via public-private partnership. Calling on the NFL, National Football League, NHL, National Hockey League, NBA, National Basketball Association, MLB. Of course, mass finance, public-private partnership, yours truly, independent artist, independent athlete, and independent artist, athlete, the people's athlete, independent fitness captain on this underground room off and then before the Nova Scotians, Newfoundlanders, Labradorians, Prince Edward Islands, love you that way. Although you're about 1,100 kilometers, 1,200 kilometers, and 1,300 kilometers different. Maritimes, Atlantic, you're in my heart, and I'm imagining this scenario going as I would be right there, Dragan Zero with you. For the Armed Forces of Canada, salute. You're gonna need some checks, multi-millionaire Canadians, cut them a check to get a service or some kind. Some massage therapy service. Massage therapy service after that work, or in this week, they're gonna be sore, they're gonna need it. Or some spa treatment or whatever, for recovery. Yours truly, Dragan Zero. The general integrated total body training system that I'm going to conducting with a special gridiron North American football drills. Simple, effective, and efficient. I've created it back in October 2019. October 17 was the first time that I've performed the session. And these are the rules of the general integrated total body training system, aka the Dragan Army workout, although this one is a special double trouble. 2 barrels of water included with CFL type, Canadian Football League, NFL type, North American football, aka gridiron drills, North American football, aka gridiron drills, North American football, aka gridiron drills by yours truly, Dragan. So the rules are this: you got 93 minutes to do 100 push-ups, 100 squats, 100 hawks. 93 minutes to do it, 13 repetitions maximum per set, 3 minimum anywhere in between. 31 seconds is required marching or jogging or running, or watching fast pacing between those sets. So those 4 main rules divided by 4 main numbers, the Holy Sacred Divine Numbers and the Holy Sacred Divine Trinity of the General War Integrated Total Body Training System Session, aka Dragan Army Workout, aka 300 workout, is the push-ups, the squats, and the hawks. So you got to do 100 for each. 100 push-ups, 100 squats, 100 hawks. We're going to do special ones that's integrated with football drills. Yours truly. Go, recovery workers, recovery efforts, go, go, go. I would be a bit louder, but my sister's resting, so gotta pay respect when you live in company. You gotta do compromise, compromise, compromise. I'm gonna have to whisper a little bit more on the whisper side, as I am, of course, working out, training, exercising in dedication to Nova Scotians, Prince Edward Island, Labradorians, Newfoundlanders, yours truly, Dragan Zero on these marching steps. And I do imagining that every push-up is getting a tree log or cutting a tree or helping with a tree, putting it in a trunk, or with the poles, the cement poles with the metal that has fallen and the debris. Yours truly, we're going to get right to it. I want to say I'm grateful, thankful that my rent is paid for this month of September. September ending quickly, and this week I'm on the verge to finishing what I've started, about 300 sessions. And if this one's going to be successfully completed, if I, God forbid, I got a heart attack, I'm no longer suicidal and depressed. I conquered depression. I've conquered depression. I've conquered depression. And I want to live. I want to live to do, and to love, and to learn, and to go again coast to coast Canada. When I went to the Atlantic from Montreal, Halifax, the best train ride ever with my anonymous sister friend, with 25 hours to go to Halifax, and it was one of the best trips I ever had. We crossed Canada. I'm willing to cross Canada again, and of course throughout the collective North American civilization, because I was an American born in the USA twice in past lives. 718 miles down south. 156 years ago, yours truly, Dragan Zero, served in the U.S. Army. I served in the U.S. Army 156 years ago. That way, 780 miles served in the U.S. Army in a past life. So I want to go across the collective North American civilization and work out, train, exercise, do art, and of course dance. For the dancing goddess in the Dragon Kingdom, calling all willing, living to support, volunteer, join in every way capacity. Either or, double trouble, dancing goddess army with the Dragan Army, also that is calling the creation thereof. We're going to be watching some football now, 13 minutes and 3 seconds in this warm-up phase. And we're going to drop down. We're going to watch my 49ers do some squats. Go, relief workers, go. Squats. For the Atlantic, for the Pacific, for the squats for Nova Scotia. Squats for Nova Scotia. Squats for Prince Edward Island. Squats for Labrador. Squats for New Brunswick. Squats for New Brunswick. For the relief workers. Squats. Good job. Gridiron drills, defense, offense. Sometimes we're going to play offense, defense, even in relief efforts. Defense, 3 main words denoting the 3 main activities is tackle, stop, block, block. Of course, sack. Well, for offense is throw. You gotta throw the ball, pass the ball, catch the ball, run the ball. Gain yards, get a first down. On my right, I'm watching San Francisco 49ers and Denver. Challenging them to do my workout. Let's do some hawks. This is the hawk exercise. We gotta go on the toes as much as we can. We gotta propel his body as a ballerina at ballet. On the toes in 180 degrees simultaneous manner. Get our hawk-headed, hawk wings all the way to the beautiful blue sky. Like this. This is the hawk, H-A-W-K exercise. Turn your hawk heads as well to train that neck. Turn east, west, north, south. Your hawk heads and up and down. As we transform into the hawk bird, H-A-W-K. Just like the bird of prey, and we go on the toes and we fly high. all the way to the satellites, International Space Station, NORAD, NORAD, NORAD. See those drones. See Nova Scotia, Newfoundland, Labrador. Hawk, HAWK on the toes we go. Good job. Already feel much better. Sometimes it's hard to get that 5 minutes, first 10 minutes. Once I get in it, after the first 10 minutes of warm-up phase, as I do at the beginning, I recommend it. It's not part of the official rules of my workout, but I do strongly recommend it. A warm-up phase of 5 to 10 minutes, of 5 to 10 minutes, 13 minutes, whatever the minutes is. You strongly recommend, suggest, and encourage, and encourage all the workout, train, exercise, and please increase in hygiene in public. 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 Wash your hands with soap and water and hand sanitizer. Disinfect. Soap and water and hand sanitizer. Disinfect your hands with soap and water and hand sanitizer. I'm gonna have to change the cap. I'm auctioning this 49er hat. 49er hat. I'm auctioning it. The red shorts and the red shirt. Auctioning with the green truck towel as well, which I'm gonna use. Oh, San Francisco, my Nana's going on those 7s. With a kick. Get ready for those push-ups. Make it 7-3 on the pass. Let's go Nova Scotia Maritime's Atlantic push-ups for you. Now some good push-ups. Now I'm gonna get for those drills. Gotta pass, pass, pass. H. Defense, offense. Gotta go for the pass. We got short range passes. We got short range passes between 3 and 10 yards. And we got medium range passes between 10 and 20. And then we got long range passes, those cannons between 20 and 40. And that's my range, but sometimes it varies by 3 or 4 or 5 yards. Yards may vary on depending on the defense, offense playing. And gotta play that defense. Trying to get a sack for the quarterback. From here to there, it's about 3 to 7 yards, maybe 4 to 6 yards from here. Right? How many yards? All the way here, a few yards. Let's go. Give me some more squats. Squats for Nova Scotia. Post Fiona recovery. Go take those 3 logs from Bay Street, from Charles Street, from XYZ streets, east, west, north, south, Nova Scotia. Load up those trucks. Labrador, Newfoundland, Prince Edward Island. Let's go for New Brunswick. Squats for New Brunswick. Squats for Nova Scotia. Squats even for on the East Coast, down for our brothers and sisters and who suffer from Fiona as well in Florida, from integrated North American like NORAD. Like NORAD, Emergency North American Collective Defense, coast to coast. That way is the East Coast, that way is the West. That way is the back of me is the Pacific. In the front of me is the Atlantic. Gotta get those rolls. Need some brain and muscle to do that relief efforts. And now I gotta load up some sand. Load up those trucks. Gotta take a break. Tim Hortons, give them free coffee. Tim Hortons, give them some free bagels. And not really free, because their recovery works benefits your business. Their recovery works benefit your business. And their recovery works benefits your business. And I know all about recovery. Know all about recovery. And know all about recovery. As a matter of fact, with this workout, I'm recovering even more. Getting close to 300, my initial goal. And then we're going to continue some more with special extras. But of course, that's the plan. I was planning to finish 300. And of course, even afterwards, we can increase it. Let's go more hawks. I want to see it goes on those toes. Go on the toes as much as you can. Propel the body towards the sky as a ballerina at ballet. And turn your hawk heads also east, west, north, south, or up and down. And imagine those drones across Nova Scotia, Newfoundland, Labrador. How many trees have fallen? Maybe X, maybe Y, maybe Z. And please If you see the children today do a push-up, encourage them, applaud, cheer the children on, and make them, encourage them, that is, encourage them, not force or make, but encourage them to do another one. If you see them do a pirouette, applaud, cheer them on, and encourage them to do another pirouette. If you see the children do a squat, applaud, cheer the children on, and encourage them to do another squat. If you see the children do a dance move, applaud, cheer them on, and encourage them to do another dance move. Get some sweat. Working out, training, exercising, this does wonders for the body. Now this is an interesting score here. I'm watching on my right San Francisco 49ers who played in versus Denver during the weekend, and it's very rare this score. It's 7-5, 7-5, 7-5. So I mean there was a touchback, right? It was a touchback because 2 points is either a touchback or a 2 point, but in this case, since they didn't score 6 points, it's a touchback, right? So it's 7-5. Very rare to see in North American football, that is, in North American football. I'm speaking North American football with the rules and regulations of the CFL, NFL, 11 versus 11, or the CFL's 12. Let's go. Get those toes. We gotta go on the streets, march, clear the roads, clear the roads, clear the roads. Gotta get those tree logs in the trucks. Gotta unload the trucks, load them up, bring them up and bring them down. Let's go. Bring those spoils, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island, Labrador, Newfoundland, Atlantic provinces of Canada, Maritime provinces of Canada. Down for the pass. For the pass, we're going to go for the drill. We're going to go 6 to the right, 6 to the left, and 6. We'll show these down the middle, but 6 plus 6 plus 6, that's 18. Guess we had a first down. Football. That's all it is. It's football. All it is North American football, aka gridiron. Let's go. Give me some more push-ups. Now some good push-ups. Gotta zigzag a bit. Down for the hips, And prevent injuries. Prevent injuries, better for the hips to prevent injuries. Down for the hips. Prevent injuries. That was number 3. Put a pass right in his hands. And he gets in for a contact. It's football. Number 14, put it right in his hand. Let's go. Nova Scotia. Let's go New Brunswick. Let's go Prince Edward Island, New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, Halifax, Charlton, St. John's, Labrador, Newfoundland. Let's go. We're gonna do some chop me up helicopter exercise. Left leg, left arm, right leg, and vice versa. To the east, to the north. Let's go chop me up. This is the helicopter exercise on the left and right, left and right. Right leg, right arm, left leg. It's 11-10. Another interesting. Denver took it by 1 point now in the fourth with less than 3 minutes left. What an interesting score. Very odd scores for football. 11-10. I don't think I ever saw it ever before, but so many things I haven't seen. You haven't seen it. We haven't seen it. It's nature and civilization and the stars to discover. Nature and civilization and the stars to discover the stars. And nature and civilization and our own selves. To that trinity of nature, civilization, and the stars. That trinity of stars, nature, and civilization. There's the fourth dimension, our own selves. Sometimes not so pretty, myself included. Got issues, got vices. This is my medicine and therapy. Working out, training, and exercising is my medicine and therapy. Of choices I believe it can be for many, have been and will go for the mass financing thereof. Do the workout, training, exercise. Let's do some squats. Up and down for Nova Scotia. Bring it low, we train that peach. We train that booty. That booty and that peach, Rainbow Dragon. A big red booty, Rainbow Dragon. Got a big red booty, Rainbow Dragon. Got a big red booty. Oh yeah, one more squat for relief efforts. Good job. We keep it in motion. That's the rule. The general integrated total body training system. We got 4 quarters of football. Each quarter has 15 minutes. Do the math. 4 times 15 is 60 minutes. 60 minutes is 1 hour of football. We're gonna hydrate because those workers, they're working harder than the NFL players. I'm working harder than NFL players, man. Multi-millionaire athletes. NFL, NHL, NBA, MLB. Hydration is super important. Gotta have hydration. Now I'm watching the Buccaneers. I'm supporting the Buccaneers. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. My rainbow broke on the seat. LGBTQ like yours truly, Dragan Zero. And the Bucks are looking. I don't know the scores. Don't tell me nothing. I don't know the scores. Don't tell me nothing. I don't know the scores. No spoiler alert. Come type, hey, you know the Buccaneers won. Your Connor Seep did great. 45-yard attempt. Looking for the third straight win in a row here. That's what they're looking for. Let's go. Let's do some squats for Nova Scotia. How about those drones? CXYZ cities, small towns. How many towns? How many people? How many houses? Damage, how many trees on the roads? How many trees have been already taken, cleared off the railways, from the sidewalks, the public sphere, and the private on private houses. People own private houses or the public sidewalks, public streets, public streets. Let's go on the toes. We go for the hawk. We go for the hawk, H-A-W-K, on the toes we go. And we turn our hawk heads east, west, north, south, up and down, H-A-W-K. On the toes we go. Fly for Nova Scotia, Atlantic Canada. Fly for New Brunswick. On the toes we go. Fly high. Let's go FLY, fly high. On the toes we go. And we propel our whole body up as a ballerina at ballet. Hawk. And turn your hawk heads east, west, north, south, east, west, north, south. We're going to hawk. One more hawk for Nova Scotia. New Brunswick. Prince Edward Island. That way. We go by train or go by plane. Go by car. Driving supposedly it's about 13 hours or 12 hours. Or even 11 hours depending on there's 3 routes. One goes to Maine. United States, which is that way. And this is 7-3. Down for the pass to number 13, gets it into his hands. 7-3 for Green Bay Packers. How about them Packers? We're gonna play defense, offense. We gotta move. You know, I'm obsessed about securing the ball. Once you get the ball in offense or even to recover a football, fumble recovery, you gotta secure the ball. Then you gotta drive it. And sometimes you gotta switch it because they're coming from the left or from the right, and you gotta stiff arm left and right. You gotta stiff arm left and right. And imagine there's 2 trucks to load, one on the left, one on the right. So one team on the left, one team on the right. And we gotta get for that pass down the middle for 15 yards, or we gotta go for shorties for 7 yards, or we gotta go for 9 yards, or we gotta go try. It's a lot of chance. Time's running out. We're gonna go for that long pass check. Try to get at 20 yards. Secure the ball once you get the ball. Secure the ball once you get the ball. Secure the ball. 14-3 already. Do the math. Train the brain. 14 minus 3 is 11. Green Bay Packers are 11 points ahead in this one. And they're looking for more. And we're going to take these double trouble barrels of water. This is minimum 42 pounds because it's 18 liters. And plus the plastic. And we're going to go. Let's go for Nova Scotia. Load those trucks with water for the residents. Clean water they need to drink for the food. With some grains, some beans. Or load the trucks with the tree trunks. Load the trucks with the tree trunks, which are about this. Load the trucks with the tree trunks. Let's go Nova Scotia. Let's go New Brunswick. Let's go Prince Edward Island. Let's go Atlantic with the Newfoundland and Labrador. That feels good. I already feel much better. I'm gonna get a little bit of wiping of the sweat. Remember, we keep it in motion for this general war integrated total body training system. We keep it in motion. We keep it in motion. Added a little bit of extra value. Special added value. Special added value. SAV was called in economics, finance, commerce. Special added value with my sweat on this towel, double price now. 14-3. Let's go to push. Trucks. How many trucks were loaded today with debris? How many poles were taken out from the streets, from the railways, from the railroads, railways, same thing. From the streets, from the sidewalks, from the sidewalks, from the sidewalks, from the sidewalks, or of course from not just the sidewalks, but of course the people's houses. The trees fell on the houses, and you got it for that 14-3. 11 points ahead, Green Bay. Brady from the pocket right into number 84's hands. What a beauty. Brady looking 7 years younger every year. From 7 years ago, Brady started looking, wow, the throw. No way. Wow, that would have been a hell of a catch, but he was covered by two. He was covered by two. That was a risk. Tom Brady took a risk. And 45-yard attempt. He's going to drive it in. It's good. 45-yard field goal, good. Make it 14-6. Do the math. New math. Do a new brain to train. 14 minus 6, that's 8. Right, 8. Let's go. Bring me some knees. Once you kick those knees up. Kick those knees up to the waist for no food waste. Let's go kick those knees up to the waist for no food waste. Let's go kick those knees up to the waist for no food waste. Let's go kick those knees up to the waist for no food waste. Number 12 from the pocket, right down the middle. He's got it. Right down the middle. He's got it. From the pocket to number 17, Gay. Let's go kick those knees up to the waist for no food waste. Number 12, he's got it from the pocket right into the hands. He's clocked it in. Tom Brady looking 7 years younger from 7 years ago. Every year he looks 7 years. That's of course 7 times 7, not possible like that, but you know what I mean. He's a Leo. That's Brady's secret. He's a Leo. He's a lion. Astrologically, just like the child who gives this Scorpio orders, just like the child who's giving this Scorpio orders, just like the kid, child who's giving this Scorpio orders. He says push-ups, squats, hawks, marching steps, rap. Let's do some RAP, rapper, Atlantic Canada Maritimes, Nova Scotia. Yep, kisses for those steel-toe boots workers. Yep, kisses for those steel-toe boots workers. Kisses for those steel-toe boots workers in cement blocks with the tree logs. Looking on big trucks, putting those tree logs. Cut those trees with a saw. Cutting those trees with a saw. What you saw, what you see, what you got. Push-ups, squats, hawks, marching steps, drills, HHH. Gotta go play defense. We gotta block left and right. We gotta block left and right and center. We gotta go try to cover. Try to cover because they're passing. Trying to intercept. I try to go for a sack. Let's go. They're in the huddle. They ain't got much time. You know they're under pressure. False start. My fault. I was rushing in. Trying to play defense. False starts happen. Flags on the play happen. First downs, turnovers, fumbles, touchdowns, field goals. It's football. That's all it is. North American football, aka gridiron. That's all it is. It's football, North American gridiron. CFL, NFL type style. Let's go. Tom Brady from the pocket to number 10. He's looking at to clock it in. Got it. Fourth quarter, 1 minute left. Under pressure. Tom Brady under pressure. That's good. Let's rock and roll for number 12. A little bit of ballet there. But it's 8 points, so they got to do the 2-point conversion. What's going to happen? Ooh, number 84. Let's go. We're going to do some more squats for Nova Scotia. Squats for New Brunswick. Squats for Labrador. Squats for Prince Edward Island. People first, of course. His body is a temple for pleasure and purpose. This body is a temple for pleasure and purpose. His body is a temple for pleasure and purpose. And how do we invest in it? By working out, training, and exercising. That's how we invest in it. By working out, training, and exercising. That's how we invest in it. By working out, training, and exercising with those squats for the Maritimes. Squats for the Atlantic relief workers. Good job. Oh, yeah. Keep it in motion now for the pass. 14-6. Let's go and roll for the clock. Touchdown. 14 seconds. 2-point attempt. You're going to tie this game or what? incomplete. Fudge. 14-12, I think is gonna be low score, but that's gonna be it. Wow. You never can rule Brady out, right? Wow. Ooh, onside kick. Who's recovered? What's going on? 13 seconds on the clock. Oh, they're gonna kneel. They're gonna kneel. Green Bay kneels. So they took it by 2 points, low score, but good game. Good game. 14-12. Let's go do me some more hawks. On the toes. We go for the fly high. For the sky. H-A-W-K. And fly high. To the sky. On the toes we go. It's a ballerina ballet for Atlantic Canada. For the Maritimes with hundreds of relief workers from the military as well. Canadian Armed Forces salute Hawk. Load those trucks with the breeze. Being food security, some beans, some canned food or XYZ food. And of course barrels of water for drinking water. I go in the sewers, baby. Gotta get dirty. Let's go for the hawk. 1, 3 for the hawk headed in the sky. One more hawk. Ah, that felt good. Dallas Cowboys. Now I'm watching here. On the right side, got my laptop plugged in. I'm watching NFL highlights from YouTube. The highlight for week 3. Dallas Cowboys versus New York Giants. Good for those relief efforts. Y'all multi-millionaires averaging 2.5 million a year. Let's go for the pass check. For the pass, we gotta go H. What is the snap? Snap word. What is the snap word? Snap word is H. Snap counts. On 3, on 2, on 4, on 5, on 6, on 7. Gotta play within those, as if you say on 11, you're gonna forget how to count. Best go with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, sometimes 7 max, I would say. What a throw. Like this, on 3, H. Gotta go, nobody to go. I have to run because I was gonna get sacked. The defensive players broke through the line, I was gonna get sacked. A sack is a tackle of the quarterback for a loss. There's rules, regulations to CFL football, Canadian football, North American football, gridiron, CFL, NFL. Mostly the same, 12 players versus 11, CFL. We gotta go left, right, down for the middle. Let's do some more push-ups. .26-yard attempt. It's 0-0 New York Giants. Started their season with 2 wins. Looking to go in the streak. Make it 3. Wipe off some sweat. Let's do some twist of the hips. Prevent back injury. Do some twist. Those hips. And those arms like this, twist those hips, and those arms like this, prevent back injury, twist those hips, and those arms like this, prevent back injury. (3-0) Dallas Cowboys 3-0 in the second. I got 11:21. HHH on 3. False starts happen. Gotta go passes to the center. 15 yards, 10 yards to the right, 7 yards, but that adds up. Math. 7 plus 10, 17, plus 15, it's 32 yards and 3 passes. That's first down guarantees, not a trade. Another play, another play. Play action. Drive. Now relief workers, they gotta drive. Drive the trucks, drive themselves on steel toe boots. Clearing out the roads. Maritime Province, Atlantic. Clearing out those roads, Atlantic Province, Maritimes. He was truly people's athlete. cheering you on, the People's Athlete Independent Fitness Captain. I'm gonna drop down, do some squats. First, we're gonna HYDRATE, we're gonna drink water because drinking water is super important. Drinking water is super important. Drinking water is super important. So we're gonna hydrate. Get ready for more squats. We're gonna drop, 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 SQATS, drop, drop, drop it low. Let's go squats for the Maritimes, squats for New Brunswick, squats for Nova Scotia, squats for Prince Edward Island, squats for Labrador, Newfoundland, the Atlantic and the Maritime provinces, the East Coast, post Fiona, recovery relief. I gotta work out in steel toe boots. Those steel toe boots, let's go bring it low. Squats. Good job. This is an investment in the body. The body is a temple. Pleasure and purpose. And this is how I invest in the body. This is my medicine. This is my therapy of choice. It can't be for you. It can't be for many. For many years now, I've been and will still continue to advocate. Call for the mass financing. People to work out, to train, to exercise. Getting that sweat. Working out, training, exercising has been, is, and will continue to be my medicine and therapy of choice. Because I believe it is for many. And it has been, is, and will continue to be my medicine and therapy of choice. I'm gonna go zigzag, zigzag, left, right, as a helicopter, chop it up. Right leg, left leg, right arm, right leg, left arm, left leg. Right and left, right and left, right and left. To the left and to the right. Helicopter, chop it up. Right leg, right arm, left leg, left arm, and chop, chop, chop it up. To the left and to the right. And we go helicopter, chop it up. Helicopter, chop it up. Left and right, right and left. Right, left. Chop, chop. Let's go. 3 horse. Good job. That's a good helicopter. Now we're going to play defense. Offense or defense, offense. Switch. Cover, cover, block. Block, block. Gotta play defense, block, sack, tackle, cover, cover, cover. Gotta cover the quarterback. Cover the pass. Be aware of the running backs in defense. 11 versus 11, 4 quarters. Each quarter has 15 minutes. 4 times 15 is an hour of football. That's all it is. Both CFL, Canadian Football League, and NFL, National Football League. There he goes running. And what a path down the middle for the rush. I love me some running plays. Number 25 is going to bring it all the way. What a play. I love me rushing yards touchdown. He rushes it in. Those big steps, big steps, big steps. 20, 36-yard run. I like me running back plays, defense, offense, both ways. And it's now 13-6. Giants still ahead by, do the math, new brain to train. 13 minus 6, that's 7, 7, 7. That's 7. As we get down to business, we're gonna do some more push-ups. 13. It's a tight game here in the fourth quarter with 13 minutes left. Triple 13. Gotta check. Maybe I won the lotto. Gotta check. Maybe I won the lotto. Gotta check. Maybe I won the lotto. In the fourth quarter, 12 minutes on the clock. It's fourth quarter. Fourth quarter is the last one. I'm trying to double trouble. Might be a flag on the play on that one. If not, did he catch it? Pass interference is a rule. Right? Flag on the play, pass interference. Seems like it was okay. He had contact in the hand, he touched ground. Rules to the game, there are rules to the game, rules to the game. Now for the pass, let's go helicopter. Chop me left, right, left, right. Go relief workers, go. Post-home recovery Fiona. In steel-toe boots on the march, loading those trucks. Salute, loading those trucks, salute, loading those trucks, salute. On the East Coast, Canada, far East Coast. I'm on the East Coast, Hawk Island, Montreal, Quebec. Atlantic Maritimes. Let's go Nova Scotia, let's go New Brunswick, let's go Prince Edward Island, let's go Labrador, let's go Newfoundland. On the east, west, north, south, left arm, left leg, right arm, right leg, and vice versa. Good job. We gotta keep it in motion. Keep it in motion on the dot on the clock. Number 8, swish, trip. Number 8, got a good run for the touchdown. 2013 now, Dallas Cowboys switched it over. Now they're leading by, do the math in your brain. 20 minus 13, 7 points. 7 by 7 now in the fourth quarter, 6 minutes left. Let's go try to do me some passes. Left, right, center. Left, right, center. Center, right, left. I'm gonna pass up. No pass nowhere. Everybody's covered. I will risk an interception. Quarterback sometimes not brain and muscle, brains and muscle, brains and muscle in football. North American football, CFL, NFL, just like it's brain and muscle. They're using for recovery in the Atlantic, recovery in the Maritimes. It's like for my own recovery and healing. Took some brains and muscle, some change of habits. I'm working out, training, exercising, which is my medicine and therapy of choice. Now I'm taking my dose of medicine and therapy right now. Let's go on the hawk. And not forget to turn your hawk heads east, west, north, south when you do this exercise to train the neck. Because the hawk trains the legs, the laterals, the arms, of course the feet, the toes, and the ankles, all the lower body, lower extremities from the toes to the head. Complements the push-up and the squat, this exercise, in many ways. Turn your heads east, west, up and down. Good job. Strain those hips. $23-16. New math to do, new brain to train. 26 minus 16, that's 7 again. Let's get some sweat off from the forehead, from the neck. Get some sweat off from the forehead, from the neck. From the forehead, from the neck. Some sweat. Let's get some sweat from the neck, from the forehead, from the neck, from the forehead, from the neck. 14 seconds on the clock. From the neck. Down for a pass to the right, to the left. Snap count, false starts. Gonna go run it. Gonna pass and play, secure the ball. First you receive the ball, whether you're a wide receiver. Wide receiver. I'm gonna be on the, if I'm on the field, I'm gonna say squeezing off every touchdown. Say, secure the ball to the core, to the chest, to the arm. Secure the ball, meaning bring it to the body. That's the first thing first when you receive it, whether you're a wide receiver catching the pass, fullback getting the pass, running back getting the pass, passed from the quarterback to running plays. Once you receive it, secure the ball. the right hand or with the left, and whether you stiff arm right or left, whether you stiff arm right or left, and you gotta secure the ball, then drive the ball, because otherwise it's easier to get fumble. Kansas City Chiefs versus Indianapolis Colts. Now Indianapolis, an interesting record, 0-1-1. They had one tie. Kansas City looking to make a winning streak at the beginning of their season with 2-0. And it's 7-0 now for Indianapolis. Let's go Atlantic Maritimes. Go Nova Scotia, go. More squats. Let's go load those trucks. Good job. Good job, relief workers. Good job, relief workers. Good job, relief workers, brothers and sisters. Tim Hortons give the relief workers a good sandwich, a good bagel with cheese, something they want for free every day for the next recovery days ahead. Calling on Tim Hortons to give free coffee to the relief workers, free bagels, some donuts, maybe some sweet tooth, bagel with cheese, croissant, Tim Biebs, Tim Biebs, Tim Biebs. More squats, good job. Keep it in motion. You hydrate. Let's drink water. Hydration, water is super important. Have y'all there seeing the relief efforts? Have y'all hydrated yet? Y'all drank water yet? Please do every hour, every half hour, a little bit of sip, sip, sip. Good job on the play. We're gonna forward. We're gonna go past play. I'm gonna go for number 7, for number 11, number 3. Let's go get ready. Gonna take a bottle of water, double trouble. Good job. Now we're gonna take this bottle of water and gonna take it like this. We're gonna go load those trucks with bottles of water for the citizens or with grains. This is minimum 42 pounds. Pass it from one to the left, to the left, to the north, to the south, and up and down. One from the left to the right, to the right, to the left, to the right. Let's go load up those trucks. Let's go Nova Scotia. Let's go New Brunswick. Let's go Islanders. See, it's full of water. To the top, see? It's full of water, it's unopened. Natural spring water, Canadian spring water. Unopened. Both are unopened there. 18 liters each. Plus the thick plastic barrel. It's about minimum 3 pounds. Between 3 and 7, 3 minimum. I'll say between 3 and 7, minimum being 3. Maximum 7, and since it's 18 liters, the 18 liters each, just the water, it's 18 liters is the equivalent of 39.6 pounds, plus the minimum barrel of water, which is anywhere between 3 pounds and 7 pounds. That's the minimum of 42 pounds. So each is between a minimum of 42 pounds, and I would say a maximum of 50. That's what it is. So I've averaged it to the lowest estimation. 42. The weight. In liters converted into pounds. 10-6. Indianapolis. Adding some sweat. Atlantic Maritimes. Go Maritimes, go Atlantic, go Nova Scotia, go New Brunswick, go. Go New Brunswick, go Nova Scotia, go Prince Edward Island, go. Go Prince Edward Island, go Nova Scotia, go New Brunswick, go. Relief efforts, recovery, some brain and muscle. Requires brain and muscle, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Well, let's get it for that helicopter, chopper. How about some pass, please? HHH. On 3, on 2, on 4. HHH. Snap count. HH on 2, on HH on 3. HHH. Or on 4. HHH. And now, I'm going to drive it down the middle after the pass. An 11-yard play. Now play defense. Play defense, offense. Dragan plays both. Got a Dragan playbook. Gridiron, CFL, NFL. Try to do some drills. I'm going to go for the hatch. For the sack. Yes, CK, we're going to go east, west, north, south. S-A-C-K, we're gonna go east, west, north, south for the sack. Drive it in down the play. And play football. That's all it is. Great North American football. 10-6 in the second quarter. 10-6. That's second. 150 left. Do the math. New brain to train. 10 minus 6 is 4. Right? Indianapolis Colts are ahead by 4 points. Oh, Kansas City takes the lead now. Football. Any given Sunday. Any given Sunday, things change, things play. Gotta see those knees kick to the knees. Kick those knees up to the waist. For no food waste. Purpose. Kick those knees up to the waist. For no food waste. Let's go kick those knees up to the waist. For no food waste. Let me see you kick those knees up to the waist. For no food waste. Let me see you kick those knees up to the waist. For no food waste. Let me see you kick those knees up to the waist. For no food waste. Let me see you kick those knees up to the waist. For no food waste. Let me see you kick those knees up to the waist. For no food waste. Let me see you kick those knees up to the waist. For no food waste. Good job. Keep it in motion. All Kansas City took the lead now. It's 14-10. New math to do, still same answer. 14 minus 10 is 4. Now Kansas City though, before it was Indianapolis, winning by 4 in the third. Let's go Atlantic. Let's go Maritimes. Let's go those cleaning the roads. The roads gotta be cleared. From the sidewalks. Trucks gotta be loaded. Trucks gotta be loaded, unloaded. Environmentally with brains and muscle. The best practices. We can do better every day. Some things we can learn more every day. Let's learn fact. Say the fact out for these hawks. Let's go on the toes. Ballerina, ballet. Turn your hawk heads east, west, north, south, up and down. Let's go the ballerina ballet on the toes, tip top. Hawk H-A-W-K. Hawk H-A-W-K. Turn your hawk heads west, east, up and down as we go to the International Space Station, all the way to the satellites. NORAD. How about those drones flying Atlantic? New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island, Nova Scotia. On the toes we go, fly high. Turn your hawk heads east, west, north, south, up and down. Hawk. Good job. We're breaking it for the march. We got the Hawks. Relief efforts. I feel good. Feel good. Got a sweat around my neck, got a sweat around the arms. I already feel much better. A sunny day here, 17:10. 30 minutes to go. Keep it in motion. Number 17-13 now, 4 points. Let's go Maritimes, let's go Atlantic. Just learn the facts about the Maritimes, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island. The Maritimes export the most lobster exported in the world. There's an area, geographical area, it's the Maritimes. I think specifically Nova Scotia specifically, lobster. 90 countries, Nova Scotia exports lobster, Nova Scotia and the whole Maritimes, but specifically Nova Scotia, 90 countries around the world. That's a lot. So Africa, Europe, Latin America, and even the other side of the ocean, crossing maybe by the Panama Canal, or trains loading up in the Vancouver port or XYZ to Europe, Africa, the Middle East, maybe Israel. Lobster, 90 countries. I've learned something, so learning something every day. I knew they had lobster, I didn't know that many. And we're gonna drop down for more push-ups. Good job. $17-13. And a fourth quarter. New math to do. 17 minus 13 is 4 again. You got a triple. 17-13, that's fourth quarter. Number 15 from the pocket, under pressure goes, takes a few steps and drives it into number 9, who catches it, deviates from the defensive end. He's going all the way for the touchdown. No, not for the touchdown. Close, no cigar though. Correction, almost. Good play though. Many yards pass. Flag on the play. Hydrate. Relief workers hydrate. Tim Hortons, give them some free coffees. Some bagels just with cheese or some croissants. Some donuts. The relief workers. Fourth quarter, that's 5 minutes on the clock. HHH, snap word, false starts, passes, rushes. Defense, offense. Gotta go cover, gotta go try to sack the quarterback. Tackle, get it for a loss, Defense, offense. That's all it is. Gridiron, defense, offense. It's all it is. 17-13 on fourth. On 3. On for the play. 17 minus 13, same math, 4. Let's go, we gotta go those helicopters. Chop. Right arm. Right leg, left arm. I feel so good now. When I'm working out, I feel so much better. 17-13. 24 seconds on the clock remaining. Woods for the pass. Nice. With 20 seconds. Now 14 seconds. Indianapolis turn it around and it's 20-17. And number 15 will have maybe 1 or 2 chances. Oh, he clocks it in. And he dives. Because they got to take the timeout. With 7 seconds, it's 20-17. 3 points. Do the math. New man, new brain. Let's go. Last play. Number 15. Intercepted with 2 seconds on the clock. Indianapolis 20-17, so interception. First interception of the season for number 15. Drop down, give Dragan some push-ups. Let's go. Down the middle for the right, down for the left, or down for the play, for the action. Play action. What a game. Love me a game of football, defense, offense. Love me a game of football, defense, offense. But I admit, dancing is my favorite sport. Dancing is my favorite sport. I'm the best dancer. Fundamentally, dancing is a sport. Who say no? Dancing is a sport. Who says no? Dancing is a sport. Who says no? There he goes, 0-0. And he goes for the Vikings. And he goes for the Lions. Lions and Vikings, Detroit Lions versus Minnesota Vikings. Give 10% of all you made players and CEOs of all NFL football players. CEOs during COVID to women's sports leagues, LGBTQ services, food security, and the environment. How about that? A multi-millionaires with it. Let's go for those squads. For the Atlantic. For the Maritimes. For Nova Scotians. For Newfoundlanders. For Prince Edward Island. For New Brunswick, for post-Fiona relief workers. Love you, kiss you, hug you, relief workers. Love you, kiss you, hug you. Recovery workers in the Atlantic Canada Love you, kiss you, hug you, workers in the Maritimes, loading those trucks, clearing the roads, pedestrian sidewalks, clearing the houses. Ah, good job. Ah, yeah. That was some good. 56-yard attempt here on my right, watching for the Vikings. With a kick down the struggle down the middle, got it or not? Seems like it. No, it's a no. So each team are 1-1, 1 win, 1 loss. So they're all, both are looking for a 2-1 in this third game of the season with these Lions and Minnesota Vikings. Fourth down conversions, first downs, football. Game of inches sometimes, game of inches sometimes, game of inches sometimes. Ooh, jumpy jump. Number 14 jumps. What a wow. That was some gymnastics. Did he get it? For all the way for the touchdown? No, a few yards short, about 3 yards. He's gonna go for the running play. Yeah, that's what I would have done. He drives it in for the touchdown. Maybe a few inches. Think so. Roll the touchdown. 7-0 Detroit Lions. Let's go. Give me some more Hawks. On the toes we go. Propel the whole body up as a ballerina at ballet. Simultaneously 180 degrees semicircular, circular manner. We go on the toes and we propel the whole body up. And we turn our hockey heads east, west, north, south, or up and down. Up and down. And down and up. And 3 more hawks. Hawk for the hawk. And hawk for those workers, relief workers, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island, New Brunswick. Prince Edward Island, New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, New Brunswick, and of course Labrador and Newfoundland, which is all Atlantic, the Maritimes is Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, and New Brunswick. The 3 maritime provinces, and the 4, we say that also Newfoundland, it includes Labrador and Newfoundland, meaning the whole Atlantic region. So there's slightly geographical representation in terms of including Labrador and Newfoundland when we say Atlantic, while when we say Maritimes, we refer to the 3 maritime provinces of Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, and New Brunswick. While when we say Labrador and Newfoundland, we refer to the Atlantic plus the Maritimes. Basically, that's what it is. 14-0 here. On the clock, HHH. Pass. We're gonna run. Can't run, can't play, can't do touchdowns. We gotta go for the break, for the pass, long pass, short pass, medium pass, down to the left, down to the right, down to the center. We're gonna go play for the right. HHH. On the toes. Football. Play gridiron. Down for Adam. He goes for a touchdown. 14-7. It's 1-1. In the second period, it's 8:47 on the clock. Goes for the pass. Down to the right side. He drops for the low. Bring it down low. We're going to bring that booty low. For those squats, train that booty in that beach. Let's go squats for the relief workers. For those thighs, putting to work in steel-toe boots. I'm working out barefoot. There's my brothers and sisters in relief work that are wearing steel-toe boots. Gloves, dangerous work on the East Atlantic in the Maritimes. Clearing the debris, the poles, and the electricity, cutting the wires with big cutters, metal, steel cutters, cutting the steel, the metal, the aluminum with those big pliers. Jack. Good job. I'll wipe off some sweat. Well, it's 14-7 now. In the second, 14-7, that's 14 minus 7, that's 7 points. On the dot, on the clock. On the clock. 14-7. Let's go on to 14-7. We're gonna play action on the H. On the dot. For those passes, short passes for 6 on the right, short pass for 6 on the left, and short pass 6 from the center, but that gives me first down. If I'll play CFL, NFL, right, 3 passes, 6 plus 6 is 12, plus another 6, that's 18. So I gotta try again, drive it in for the drive all the way to touchdown or a field goal. That's football. That's all it is. Let's go, kick those knees up to the waist. For no food waste. Let's go, kick those knees up to the waist for no food waste. Let's go, kick those knees up to the waist for no food waste. Let me see you kick those knees up to the waist for no food waste. Let's go, kick those knees up to the waist for no food waste. Let me see you kick those knees up to the waist for no food waste. Let me see you kick those knees up to the waist for no food waste. Let me see you kick those knees up to the waist for no food waste. Let me see you kick those knees up to the waist for no food waste. Let me see you kick those knees up to the waist for no food waste. Kick, kick, kick. Good job. Keep it in motion. This has taken a turn of events. It's 17-14 now in the third. 6 minutes and 20 seconds to go. New math to do, new brain to train, brain to train, brain to train. 17 minus 14 is 3. The Lions ahead by 3 versus the Vikings. Week 3 highlights. Got a good sweat. Feel good. Imagining those hundreds, thousands of relief workers in Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island, Newfoundland, Maritimes, Atlantic provinces. Close to the ocean. Post Fiona work, recovery work with that brain and that muscle. Here dedicating this workout training program for you, relief workers, recovery workers, steel toe boots now, marching. They clearing those roads, the debris from the houses, from the cars, using brain and muscle to, and then the ongoing relief and recovery work efforts on their way now. So hard with you. 24 or 14, do the math, new brain to train. 24 minus 14, that's 10. 10 points ahead, this Detroit Lions. Let's go, we're gonna go some more Hawks. On the toes, we go. For those drones flying. For the ISS International Space Station, NORAD, Coast to Coast, North American Collective, Civilization the Collective. North American Civilization calling to the Dragan Army Formation Public-Private Partnership. Before service and security and in emergency scenarios such as this one now. Seems that hurricanes are getting stronger, powerful, and supposedly this still to be assessed. Might be the strongest storm that hit Canada, might be the strongest storm which hit Canada, might be the strongest storm which has hit Atlantic Canada and the Maritimes, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, New Brunswick, and of course Newfoundland and Labrador. One of the strongest has been declared, but officially maybe not the strongest ever since we began recording a few decades ago, but maybe it's on the way to becoming so. So Dragan Army binational first and foremost, North America for security, for security. For security, for service, for security and service, and of course for emergency scenarios where brains and muscle is required. Where brains and muscle is required. Oh, switch turn of events 24 to 21, that's -3 in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter, 3 and 35 remaining. This is 24 minus 21, that's 3 points. And for 24-21 in the fourth quarter. That's 3 minutes and 23 on the clock. 24-21, you math to do. That's 3 points. 24 minus 21, 3 points. Let's go with the squats. On the squats. Squats on the toes. Drain that booty, drain that beach. Let's go Nova Scotians, let's go Nova Scotians, let's go Nova Scotians. Let's go Newfoundlanders, Newfoundlanders. Maritimes and Atlantic, these squats. For those workers wearing those steel toe boots. Cutting those metal, that metal. Cutting those wires. East, west, north, south. Take those 3 logs, good job. Out for the pocket. Number 24-21. Now from the pocket, down the way, drives it all the way into the hands. And he just has to take a few steps to get into the end zone. Just a few steps. That was a beauty. Looked like a rocket. Straight trajectory. Puts it right into the hands, and that makes it that the Vikings in the fourth quarter, late in the fourth quarter with 40 seconds on the clock, had taken a big lead. It's 28 now, 24 for the Vikings for the first time. New math, new brain to train. 28 minus 24 is 4. Vikings ahead by 4 points. Looking for, with 17 seconds, the Lions looking for the last play with a Hail Mary. What a cannon. No way. It was intercepted. Intercepted. That was a big risk, but at that point, with 17 seconds on the clock, that was the only thing left to do. In the game of football, and that's gridiron, and they're gonna kneel, take the time off the clock. And as we do helicopter, chop it up, chop it up. Left, right, helicopter chop with the right arm, right leg, left arm, left leg, and vice versa as we go south, north, and up and down. Left and right, right on left. And we'll go chopper, helicopter. Buffalo Bills now versus Dolphins. How about those Finns? Have started a good season. They're 2-0, looking for their third in a row. Will they get it? But so is Buffalo 2-0. Also Buffalo hungry to get a streak. I believe you can call it a winning streak off when you get the third win in a row, right? In football, CFL, Canadian Football League, NFL, because there's not that many games annually. It's like if you make the playoffs, there's more. A maximum, what, 20 games, 19 games? If you make it to the Super Bowl, and if you win the Super Bowl or you lose the Super Bowl, it's maximum 20 games, right? 19? So, 19, 20. Quarterfinals, semifinals, the finals, and yeah, 19, 20. See, now I have a doubt, The maximum is 16 during the regular season, but the playoffs, change. Trying to get a pass, trying to get a touchdown, trying to get a score. I'm going to try to do some more push-ups in about 20 seconds. Seven to 0. That's in the first quarter. Buffalo opens the score here. Buffalo opens the score. Let's go push-ups. Those were push-ups for Nova Scotia. All of these push-ups that I'm doing are for Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island, Newfoundland, and Labrador. For the Atlantic province and for the Maritime province. 7-7, that's a clock in, 7-7. And that's the first quarter. Game's tied. I missed the Miami Dolphins Finns play. but that's okay. I'm seeing those plays in Nova Scotia, seeing those plays in New Brunswick, seeing those plays Prince Edward Island, Newfoundland, Labrador, Atlantic Canada, the Maritimes. See ya, see ya, see you, love you, kiss you, hug you. Go, 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 load up those trucks, clear the roads, clear the roads, clear the road, let's go. We can do it, road by road. XYZ next, XYZ next, XYZ. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Oh, 7-7, down for the play. Down for the play, it's second quarter. It's quarters in football. Quarters in football. 4 quarters, 15 minutes each. Do the math. 4 times 15, that's 60 minutes. Do the math. 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour football. As we go past play. Down to the left, down to the right. Gotta make a decision. Gotta go quarterback. Gotta snap. Snap decision to make. I was gonna get tackled even for a loss. A tackle for a loss with the quarterback is a sack. Buffalo takes ahead 7 points, 14-7. On this highlights, watching the highlights here, watching the highlights. We're gonna drop it down, do some squats. SQATS, drop it LOW. SQATS. We drop it low, the squats. Drop, 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 drop. Let's go, relief workers, Maritimes, 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 Atlantic Canada. In steel toe boots, let you go. Drive roads, town by town. Big cities, Halifax, St. John, Charlton, 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 Labrador, Newfoundland. That's it. Let's go down for more squats. Those trees, cut, cut, cut those wires. And get the water, drinking water, and food to citizens. Restore the electricity, restore the electricity, those poles, poles, poles. How many? 47, all that cement, cement, cement. And wires, and steel, and plastic in the wires, plastic in the wires. 14-7, down for the mid path. He catches it. Miami ties this game, maybe. If they're gonna get a field goal or if they're gonna go for the 2 points. Good touchdown, number 14-14. This game is tied in the second with 6 minutes and 6 seconds to go. Keep on marching, keep it in motion. Special General 1 Integrated Full Body Training System. This is the 298. I'm gonna go pass, pass, pass. Try to block. Block in the center, block left, block right. Playing defense, CFL, NFL style, North American football. Let's go load those trucks. Gotta block, block, block. For the water to come. Put those sandbags, bags of sand. Load them up, load them up, load them up. 14-14, this is in the second. It's quarter, Miami versus Buffalo. Give some money, owners of the NFL teams and the players to relief efforts. Some food security. Plant some trees. Plant some trees, plant some trees that were devastated. Plant some more. Mother Nature, civilization, plant those poles. Electricity restored. 14-14, this is the second. And that's 1 minute 56 on the clock to go. This third period now, past the halftime game, is still tied. Now we're gonna do some more hawks. Now we're gonna go on the toes. Now we're gonna go turn our hawk heads east, west, north, south, and we're gonna go up and down. We're gonna go for those drones flying across the Maritimes, the Atlantic, assessing the damage, assessing the trees that fell, the electricity grids, the power grids, the poles, and link the electricity, utility, the farming, the houses, and first and foremost, most important is our fellow citizens, human beings, people, human beings, life. Let's go hawk on the toes, sky high, hawk on the toes, sky high, hawk. On the toe, sky high in the third. 13 minutes and 3 seconds to go. What do you score with that left? Oh no. We stopped the score. Correction. Stop the score. Turnovers. Let's go. Good defensive play. Ooh, Buffalo. Quarterback running. Gets the first down. What a run. Look at him go. Number 12. Just hell of a quarterback run, gotta say. He picked up some speed there, but secure the ball to the body, to the chest, to the core. I've been screaming from the sidelines. Secure the ball. Let's go each. The pass, drive for the play. I'm gonna go helicopter me some more choppers. Down for the hands, gets it in the drive in the zone. 28. Surprise. That game is tied. 14-14 in the third quarter. Less than 4 minutes to go. He's taking the risk all the way out of bounds, the ball. Let's go chop me some helicopters. Left, right. Right arm, right leg, left arm. Keep it in motion. And we keep it in motion. We go down the drive. Lost 3. Twist those hips. Twist those hips. From the right, from the left, twist those hips. Twist those hips. Twist those hips for the extension from the back. And get ready, we're gonna do more double trouble once we play HHH. False start, pass, front running plays, pass plays, catches, fumbles. It's football, 4 quarters, each quarter has 15 minutes, that's an hour play. That's all it is. Here in the fourth quarter, early on, Buffalo takes 17-14 to the math brain train. 17 minus 14, that's 3. Easy math for some. That's for 17. Down he goes, out of bounds for the Finns. Trying to make a good play, good drive here. Trying to get a score even, or even taking the lead. Take the lead. Let's go, Nova Scotians. Let's go, New Brunswick. Let's go. Prince Edward Island Maritimes, Atlantic Province. Relief workers in steel-toe boots. I'm gonna take these 42 pounds minimum on the right. I'm gonna turn, imagine y'all doing that work, which solidarity to people's athlete. People's athlete, independent fitness captain. Let's go for those workers of relief. Lift them up. It's more than 84 pounds. Lift them up. For workers of relief. I felt good. That felt good. That's 21-17. Miami takes the lead now in the fourth quarter. That's 21-17. New math, new brain to train. 21 minus 17. 21 minus 17. 21 minus 17 is 4. In the fourth quarter, that's 3 minutes. 58 seconds to go in the third. 21-17. Miami switch things over. HHH on the pass. Try to Buffalo. What he's gonna do? Number 17 is from the pocket. Down the middle. What I would have done. Down the middle. From the drive. And no good defensive players. Number 25 unable, but maybe they're gonna get one more chance now. But it's 4th and goal. Ooh, he touched the ground. That was a hell of a pass. What a Miami looking to get a streak here. They're 2-0. Playing for number 31. What you have for lunch? Let's go down for squats. Down for squats. Squats, Nova Scotians. Let's go Canada coast to coast. Squats for Nova Scotia coast to coast. Squats for New Brunswick. Squats for Prince Edward Island. Squats for the Atlantic, Newfoundland, Labrador, and for that matter, for our brothers and sisters who also struggle with Fiona devastation in Florida. North American solidarity and all. One border, two oceans policy, Dragan's policy. One border, two oceans. Dragan's policy, one border, two oceans. Dragan's policy, one border, two oceans. In the front of me is the Atlantic. Here is the Pacific. Now I'm facing the East Coast, which is the Atlantic Ocean. In the back of me is the West Coast, the Pacific Ocean. To the east is the Atlantic Ocean, to the west is the Pacific. One border, two ocean, my policy in all things for the collective North American civilization, for the collective North American civilization, for the collective North American civilization. Yours truly, right on the mark. Atlanta Falcons, Seattle Seahawks. So those Finns, did the Finns win? I was talking too much. Talking too much. Let's do some more kicking. Kick those knees up to the waist. I believe the Finns got it. I'm gonna check as I missed the last second. Kick those knees up to the waist for no food waste. Now I'm watching Atlanta Falcons versus Seattle Seahawks week 3. This was Any Given Sunday a few days ago. Played today's Tuesday. 298th General Integrated Full Body Training System session. And down for the middle. 3-0 Falcons, 0-2, 0-3, 0-2 is 1-1. Seattle Seahawks taking a 3-point ahead, 3-0 in the first period. Falcons had a rough start of the season, 2 losses, no wins, 0 wins, 0 wins, 2 losses, while the Seahawks are 1 win, 1 loss. Good job. And I'm gonna go need hydration. I go for a game of football. Seven and 3. Down for the middle. Number 84, long mane like yours truly. Auctioning. These my main auctioning. Hair locks. Since cannot afford a haircut. And auction that mane. Let's go Will Disley. We'll make it 10 and 7. High scoring here in the first period. Still 3 minutes, so less than 3 minutes now. But it's 10 to 7. New math, new brain to train. 10 minus 7 is 3. And let's go while we go those Hawks. Let's go. Good job, Nova Scotian relief workers. Good job, New Brunswickers. Some can do better, other can do better. Complement each other. Complement each other's skills, qualities, forces, energies. To be cooperative, complementary. We're going to toes, we fly high. We're going to toes and we fly high. And we turn our hawk heads east, west, north, south. And we go on the toes and we go roundabout. Hawk. On the toes we go, hawk. On the toes we go, hawk. On the toes we go, H-A-W-K. H-A-W-K. On the toes, fly high. On the toes, we fly high. Turn your hawk heads east, west, north, south. And up and down, hawk. Up and down, H-A-W-K, hawk. That feels good on that hawk. And it's 10-10, 1-1-0-2, that's a play. This game is tied here in the second, 10-10, 10-10. 10-10 that is. No math required. Game's tied here in the second. Let's go. We gotta go those chopper, left, right, try to block, left, block, right, try to catch, tackle. Let's go, cover. Gotta jump, try to intercept the ball. Gotta jump, left and right. Gotta go east, west, no sock. Try to go for the sack. I'm gonna try to play defense. Defense, where he at? I'm not gonna let him throw. I'm gonna block. I'm gonna go try to sack. Try to sack the quarterback. They say CK football. That's all it is. Gridiron. That's all it is. 17-10. For Atlanta Falcons, the new math, new brain to train. 17 minus 10 is 7. Let's go for the pass. Down to the right. And again down to the right. And triple down to the right for 6. That's 6 plus 6. That's 12 plus another 6. That's 18. Like he's the first. We're going to try to do some running plays now. Secure the ball. Drive me. Give me some yards. Get me closer to the end zone. Maybe for enough to get a field goal. So I'm trailing by a few points. If I get a field goal, I'll be up. Trailing by 2 points. Get a field goal, 3 points. I'm ahead, but by 1. By 1 point, a football game can be won and has been won. Last week, there were some instances like that. And the first week also quite a games. Quite a games. Oh, this game is tied. 17-17. Seahawks. You don't want to go trailing in the starting the second half. This is the second quarter. Let's go do some push-ups. That felt good. 17-17. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get this to wipe off the sweat. There's a play, 31-yard attempt. Seahawks make it 2017. They made it 2017. They made it 20-17. And that's a play. And that's a play. (20-17). They make it pass play. 20-17. New math, do new brain to train. That's 20 minus 17. That's 3 points. 20 minus 17. That's 3 points. 20 minus 17. That's 3 points. I'm gonna go for the third down. And they're gonna squish it in. Now for the pass. And now for the play. Let's go down for the play. H. Down to the right for 7. Down to the left for 6. Down to the middle for 5. Do that math. 5 plus 7, 12 plus 6, 18. Right? Gives me another 4 down. Look at that 54-yard attempt. It was good. Good kick. Wow. Tied this game up with 10 minutes to go in the third. We're gonna play defense, try to cover. Try to cover. Gonna watch the wide receivers where they're heading. And watch if they're gonna tricky, get a pass pass the ball, hand the ball to the fullback, to the running back. And try to block, try to go tackle, try to go sack. This game's tied here in the third with 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go. 20-20. Go Atlantic Canada, go Maritimes, go Nova Scotia, go Newfoundland, go Prince Edward Island, go New Brunswick. Love you, kiss you, hug you, relief workers in the Atlantic and the Maritimes. Love you, kiss you, hug you, relief workers in the Atlantic and the Maritimes. Love you, kiss you, hug you, relief workers in the Atlantic and the Maritimes. I'm gonna wrap it up at sunset. Workout training after this. I'm gonna do, of course, I'm gonna take some more of these bottles of water. 42 my right hand, 42 my left, and we're gonna turn the other clockwise because last time we did counterclockwise. Let's go. Let's go for the workers, relief workers. Lifting those barrels of water. Lifting those barrels of water. Good job. See these barrels of water are natural spring water. Natural spring water. Canadian natural spring water from Canada. Each is minimum 42 pounds. Oh, the Falcons are ahead by 27 to 23. New math, new brain to train 27. My, minus 27 minus 23, that's 4 points. That's 4 points, 4 points. Here with 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Seahawks with a pass. 27 to 23, under pressure. If they score a touchdown, they're going to get ahead. If they score a field goal, it won't be enough. They're still going to be ahead, Falcons. So they got to strategize because it's 3 minutes and 13 seconds on the clock. Ooh, he goes for a water pass. That was a projectile to number 16. And they're going to rush it with less than 3 minutes in the fourth and final quarter. Seahawks for a running play. On the toe, he runs. Wow, what a beauty. 93 seconds on the clock, under pressure. Seahawks ball again. It's 4th and 8. Eesh. Danger zone, danger, danger, desperation. Ooh, it's intercepted. Intercepted. And they're just going to slide in 77 seconds. They're going to kneel. Yeah, no, they're going to play. Interesting. They go for the running play because it's... And then they're going to kneel. Then they're going to kneel. So they won. And now we're going to wrap it up with this. This is a wrap. And what's starting full game? Brady's Super Bowl starting. Super Bowl 51. How come? I guess it's random plays. I didn't select it on my playlist. I had 7 highlights. Leave 7 for tomorrow, or 8 or 9 tomorrow. The best plays for Thursday. And Super Bowl 51 has started. This was posted in March. Super Bowl 51 was played. New England Patriots versus Atlanta Falcons. That was 2017-2018 season. Check. Which season was that? This was 2018, I believe. I didn't say 2017. Tom Brady going for the final, and his last Super Bowl with the Patriots, and because he won another ring with the Bucks, of course, but the ring that he won with the Patriots, the last one, was one of my favorite all-time Super Bowls. My first one is, of course, the big one with Montana and my 49ers, the 1984 and the 1989. The 1989 one, when they won by a big margin. When the 49ers had a dynasty in the 80s and 90s, going on the 90s from the 80s, a few Super Bowls in a row, well, during a duration of time, much like the Patriots, the 80s and early 90s. My Niners were a dynasty then, and Brady the one last Super Bowl with, I don't know if they won or last year. Did they win or lose now? No, I don't remember. Play Super Bowl 51, but I know that against the Rams. Against the Rams, one of my favorite all-time Super Bowls against the Rams. They won 13-3, which was the lowest ever score in a Super Bowl game with Tom Brady. I love that game. Some found it boring, but I found it very defensive and very time management. 13-3. When they had number 12. So, as I'm going to do a little bit more push-ups. The Super Bowl 51 has started here after I've watched. I had 7 highlights on my playlist to leave some for tomorrow. Tomorrow's another day, and this has been the 298, but we're going to do some more push-ups. I was what, 11 push-ups, 10, that was a good one, maybe 13. Oh yeah, that was some good workout. This was the 298. Let's 2 left to go because initially I still had to say 300. 300. So today's Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday, and it's gonna be Thursday on the clock. That's working out, training, exercising, mind, body, and spirit for the pass, for the touchdown. Take those steps, workout, train, exercise, workout, train, exercise. And wipe off some of my sweat. Special added value. SAV, special added value on this green towel, SAV. Special added value on this green towel. Special added value on this green towel. Atlanta, New England, Atlanta, New England, Atlanta. On this first Super Bowl 51 New England Patriots versus Atlanta Falcons. On this, the collective North American civilization. He goes number 24. What a run for the Falcons in the first. Wow. Big run from number 24. Super Bowl 51. Nice run. We're going to do some hawks. On the toes we go fly high. Then our hawk heads east, west, north, south, up and down. Around about. Hawk. Hawk. H-A-W-K. Hawk. H-A-W-K. Hawk. Hawk, hawk, hawk. And hawk. On the toes, fly high. And again, propel the body up towards the sky. NORAD, NORAD, NORAD. Hawk like a hawk bird. H-A-W-K. Spread your wings like a ballerina at ballet. Let's go Atlantic Canada Maritime, Newfoundland, Labrador, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Labrador, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island. I love you, kiss you, hug you. Gonna wipe off some of that sweat. This has been the Dragan workout. I'm gonna wrap it up now. And a little bit of a cool down period for the next 10 minutes. Since we started with 10 minutes with a cool down, I'm gonna cool it down, but I still want to feel like do some of those squats, SQATs. Let's go in those steel toe boots. Salute those steel toe boots, those workers, relief workers, east west province, east west, north south across the Maritimes, east west, north south across the Atlantic. Love you, kiss you, hug you. Okay, we're gonna still watch a little bit of the game then for the next 9 or so minutes. Watch a little bit of action on the Super Bowl 51. I have a memory lapse just like I have from early childhood, early adolescent, early adulthood. Don't remember much. My childhood, adolescent, early childhood, forget about it. Childhood, forget about it. Adolescence, forget about it. Remember most past 7, 8, 9, 10 years, and paradoxically many past lives, incarnations. Paradoxically many past lives, incarnations. This is the 27th of September 2022. And yours truly has successfully completed the 298th General War Integrated Total Body Training System, aka the Dragan Army workout, aka the 300 workout. My own creative workout, and I'm excited that everything should go according to the plan, which sometimes has not for me. I've been delayed. I've been depressed. I've been suicidal. I've been depressed. I've been suicidal. I'm broke, but my workouts are gold. Got push-ups, hugs, squats, some brain and some muscle. $10,000 in debt. $10,000 in debt. $10,000 in debt to the RBC. And Governor Quebec is asking me $2,200 back. Maybe not $2,200 back. The government of Quebec is asking me for $2,200 back, or not. The government of Quebec. Maybe not. But workout is gold. And auctioning this red shirt with or without sweat, washed or cleaned, or say, hey, keep the sweat on it, Dragan, keep the sweat on it, Dragan, keep the sweat. Sweat gonna cost you triple. Sweat is holy. My sweat is divine. Sweat is sacred. Shorts, red shorts, red shirt, red cap, and green towel. Triple red plus 4th dimension of that triple red trinity is green, holy, sacred, divine towel. That was a hell of a sack in this first period of Super Bowl 51. Atlanta Falcons versus New England Patriots in the first. Let's go do me some more. I'm gonna take a little bit to a third of these double trumpet barrels as we cool down, but go semicircle. Semicircle, lift. Oh, this is more than 84 pounds. Let's go for Newfoundland and Labrador. Let's go for Nova Scotia. Let's go for New Brunswick. Let's go for Prince Edward Island. Let's go for the relief workers. Let's go for our fellow citizens. Load up those trucks, unload. Get water, cleaning water, dirty water, clean water, food. Tim Hortons, CEO, stock owners. Right on Twitter, that Dragan Zero is asking for. Now, at least for today, tomorrow, the day after, for this week, while relief and recovery work is ongoing, Tim Hortons to give the workers some coffee, free coffee, and some bagels, some cheeseburger. Well, they don't have cheeseburgers, but bagels and cheese, croissants, donuts, and some Timbits, Timbits. Justin B. We donate 100,000 for the workers' relief. Let's go HHH. Train for the play. Atlanta's got 0-0. Super Bowl 51. Tom Brady on the mark with a straight rocket is number 80. He was playing here in this Super Bowl 51, and I'm watching it on the right. He's playing with number 80. What a play. Straight rocket. That just went trajectory. Flip, special Brady plays. You know it. Let's go do more squats. Go Maritimes, go. Go Atlantic Canada, go New Brunswick, go Newfoundland, go Prince Edward Islanders, go New Brunswickers, go Newfoundlanders, go Labradorians, go Nova Scotians, go relief workers, workers in recovery, go. Let's go put those squats. Good job. Oh, I got warm up, cool down period. Warm up is the beginning. I'm not starting another workout. I gotta shower. Brush my teeth, have my dinner on the budget. I'm grateful, thankful for today, for this workout. I'm grateful, thankful for my rent being paid for September. Grateful, thankful that my rent's paid for September. Grateful, thankful that my rent's paid for September. Got food for tonight and for a few days. Yesterday got 18 noodle bags. And I noticed that it used to be 4 for 1, now they're 3 for 1. So basically 25% price increase, because the fraction 3 on 4 gives you 1/4, and 1/4 is the equivalent of 25%, right? Mathematically. So lost 1 for everyone that I purchased now, because it's 3 for 1. Used to be 4 for 1. Used to be 25 cents each. Now it's 33.3 cents each. So it's basically 1 subtraction. I also noticed the coffee. I'm thankful, grateful that I bought the coffee on special, 30% off, a big one, so I can have coffee for today, tomorrow, days off to keep on working, exercising, philosophizing, working out, training, exercising, and the coffee has been reduced from 925 grams to 900 grams, so that's a 25 gram reduction. So for every 30 that they reduced, they basically kind of get another one to fill, right? So that's about the ratio. Not a big reduction if you think about it, but when you add up all the tons of coffee that the corporations and the profits, it adds up. So now, I'm not perfect, not totally selfless, but afford more bacon. On the bacon is once every full moon, and I want to get a wine from Quebec wine, without paradoxically, the wine from France and Italy and Spain was $8.90 and $9.10 and $9.35 that I bought a few weeks ago. For the wine that was the wine that was from Quebec was like $28.60. I'm like, really? I wish I could afford that. I want to try it. A wine, a little bit of whiskey, a little bit of cognac, a little bit of brandy. As I'm not a drinker, but with a meal once in a while, good, royal, regal, lofty manner. Just people's athlete, the people's athlete. Independent fitness captain, 77 pounds down. Finishing the 298th General War Integrated Body Training System session now with these more hawks. On the toes we go, propel the body up as a ballerina at ballet. And we hawk, H-A-W-K. Yeah, you work out, but do you Dragan workout? It's Dragan workout, man. We went overtime in this motherfucker. On the toes we go, steel toe boots for the workers in the Maritimes, Atlantic, Nova Scotia, Labrador, Newfoundland, Prince Edward Island. Love you, load those trucks with the debris, clear the roads, rebuild the poles, electricity to the citizens, bring back electricity to the citizens, and clear those roads, get those tree that fell on the houses, on the cars, and on the pedestrian streets, and on the highways, and on the railroads, with your brains and muscle, go Nova Scotia, go Atlantic Canada, go New Brunswick, go Prince Edward, go Newfoundland, Labrador, the Atlantic, go. YouTube, don't show me no ads. I'm only spending on necessities. Coffee, I already got for the coming days, weeks, and even could last me up to 2 months if I stretch it. So I got the big one to be a reduced price. Paid $7.97, which was from $10.97, so more, about 30% off, more than like $3 off. Exactly $3 off. So it's not exactly 30%, but it's like 26.66, something like that, in exact percentage. Still more than a quarter off the price. I'm grateful, thankful. Say yes. And it's good coffee. So to the farmers who harvested that coffee, I don't know if it was in Latin America, Central America, or Africa, or Vietnam, Asia, but this doesn't say the country of origin. But thank you, love you, kiss you, hug you. And the truckers who loaded up, transported it to the grocery store clerks. Love you, kiss you, hug you. Super Bowl 51. On the play clock. Goes out of bounds. No, it doesn't catch it. And this has been 298th General War Integrated Body Training System. Squats for that booty and that beach. Go Nova Scotia. Go Labrador, Newfoundland. Go Atlantic Canada. Go Maritimes, go Atlantic Canada, Maritimes, go Prince Edward Island, go New Brunswick, go Prince Edward Island, go New Brunswick, go Nova Scotia, go Nova Scotia. And that felt good. Atlanta, New England, down for the play. HHH, pass play. Football, 4 quarters. Each quarter has 15 minutes. Do the math. We went overtime. This has been Dragan Workout, not your 1-minute Instagram workout post. Not your 30 seconds or 1-minute Instagram post. Love you, Instagram fitness person. Fitness encouragement to work out, train, exercise. In collaboration, and create my own workout training program, which I'm looking for volunteers support to build the app. And we go down, squat, and we wrap it up. These 2 hours. And wrap it up in exactly 2 hours. Since we started the clock, we got 93 seconds to go to make it exactly 2 hours of motion with push-ups, with hawks, with kicks, and with zigzag, helicopter, chop. That was a good A good 298 workout training program, the general integrated all body training system, the Dragan Army workout with these steps. Thank you, love you, kiss you, farmers. Thank you, love you, kiss you, farmers, everybody get to eat. Butchers, truckers, grocery store clerks, dairy workers, dairy workers. Train conductors, butchers, bakers, train conductors, grocery store clerks, nurses, doctors, butchers, bakers, butchers, butching, bakers, nurses, doctors, daycare workers, warehouse workers, train conductors, railway driver, plumbers, electricians, cooks, all involved in the production and distribution of food. And of course, first and foremost, the workers, and dawe. Love you, kiss you, hug you for those steel toe boots, work of relief efforts, ongoing recovery efforts. The old student knows all about recovery, know all about recovery, turning that A in my surname into a no with these workouts close to the 300 when officially that A becomes the O close to the 300. And officially that A of my surname turns into a no. And officially that A, my surname turns into a no. Stop throwing dirt poison, fill them high, brother. Stop throwing one piece. Rainbow Dragon. You have experienced the Dragon workout. You have been privileged, blessed, triple blessed to experience a Dragon workout, Dragon Zero. Nobody's born a dragon. Gonna post this. Facebook, love you, kiss you, hug you.